Hey guys, it's Shafted Clanning Cast and Crew, and this is a post-UASL cast. You can hear Josh actually still on Skype with me. We just finished up our cast. I've muted my mic on Skype so he cannot hear me, but we wanted you to be able to hear his thoughts on the game. I am going to be casting this kind of based off what he's saying and whatnot. If this becomes a little bit too confusing, I might just turn him off, but it's just something I felt like giving a good try. Now, we just finished casting Clarity Gaming against... Clarity Gaming Academy, rather, against Extraterrestrials. The team's ranked 1 and 2 in the UASL tournament. Not going to spoil that for you. Please go check it out. VODs are going to be on our YouTube. That's YouTube Clanning Casting Crew. But, of course, if you're watching this, you already know that. Now, we are on Belshir Vestige, and basically RunAmok just decided he wants to challenge Bones. We've seen Bones come out ace player like 2-3 weeks in a row now, and you know, Josh just wanted to try his luck against him. So here on the top left hand side of Belshir Vestige, it's representing the 9th Legion, our Purple Terran Hunter, who I'm going to be calling RunAmok or Josh, because he's got way too many names, basically. And here on the bottom right-hand side of the very same map, actually choosing this very Protoss favored map, it's our champion against this challenger, representing Clarity Gaming, Bones! Alright, so we've actually got a Gateway then Gas out of Bones, where we've actually got Barracks first out of Hunter. This is basically going to mean that Bones is not going for like any proxy Stargate stuff, otherwise he'd want 2 Gas right now. Excuse me. And we have Hunter playing a more defensive game. Hunter's impression of Bones is that Bones will win a macro game. He plays a very safe style, but very intimidating, very defensive. So I'm curious to see how the Purple Terran does take that into account. He actually is blocking in this probe from getting out. Nice little trick there. That's going to be a guaranteed probe kill, but he's got to be careful not to lose that SEV. Cybercore going down now for Bones as well. So very, very standard opening for both of these players. I'm not quite familiar enough with PvT details to be able to tell you, you know, like where these guys are going to go from here 100% of the time. However, I can tell you that this one gas is significant.
They're good.
Josh upset that he lost that probe. He has spent a lot of time there trying to get that kill, but it does get away with 4 HP and 0 shield at the time it escaped. But the CC does go down, so Hunter going ahead trying to get a base ahead. Bones actually just laying down the Nexus now. Looks like Josh will get to scout that, though. Bones does not have any extra production, so he can already assume it was coming. No problem, no harm, no foul. And Bunker is going to be laid down here for Josh, who's also playing a very safe, very defensive game. I think that's going to be the type of game he's going to try to engage in. I don't think he's going to do any needless, reckless aggression here, but that's just a psych profile, not really based on the information we're seeing, so we will see. Now, this Marine is going to be careful to be scouting around for any proxy pylons. He is aware that Bones is a very defensive player, but Bones could choose to mix it up. We can never be sure. Now, we do have the oh shit screen up here, so we're going to see what's going on with Josh, who has just disconnected from Skype, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be game over. As I'm explaining to Bones, his computer is a cardboard box powered by a hamster wheel. You have to forgive the hamster for having to take a snack break.
Yay.
Did your computer die?
That lovely thing that decided to crash.
Yeah, I was just explaining to Bones what had happened. We'll recover from game. Grudge match.
Quick, easy. So that was lovely.
Actually, I'm trying to recruit a co-caster for this.
Let's go back to streaming.
Nice. I explained to Bones what happened. I'm actually trying to find a co-caster for this.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah,
Are we recovering from game?
Sucked.
Is this recover from game? Yeah.
Hola.
Yeah.
Hola. Hey, Tebow. Josh is on here, so I'm going to disconnect him from the group call. You want to co-cast with me?
Sure.
Cool. Let me suggest Hunter to this. Okay. Alright, Josh, hopping you out of the call. Bye-bye. Alright, Tebow, let's co-cast. Dude, that was an awesome friggin' game from you guys, man. Or a series, rather.
It was interesting.
How was the casting?
I was just watching, but I was in the Skype call, so I
Ah.
didn't have the sound on.
Oh, wow. There was one point, like, I was freaking out, dude. Like, when you were playing, I started screaming like a little girl. Like,
Yeah,
not even kidding.
everyone was telling me that you guys said I wasn't gonna win or something.
I was convinced you were going to lose, dude. Especially when you were trying to engage and lost that Nidus. I was convinced, man. But then you started winning the engagement, landed some transfuses, and I just started like squealing. It was embarrassing, man. When I get the VODs up on YouTube, you're gonna have to go watch your game. it was at least like the last 10 minutes of it, because it was bad, man. It was bad.
You know how hard it is to transfuse Hydras when like...
Yes, I do. I'm a Zerg player, man. I definitely know. That's what I was like. This motherfucker's dead. Man, I don't even know what to say about those games. It was awesome. But yeah, we're actually on Cast Live right now, so this is all going to be on the VOD. It doesn't matter, though. I have no secrets. Alright, so game paused. I'm going to give these guys a countdown. Oh, I'm not a ref. 3, 2, 1, starting. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so we are resuming because the hamster needed some water. Okay, so we've basically got a situation where Hunter is on 2 bases, his opponent also on 2 bases. Both players have gone for fairly standard builds. We actually have a little bit of powering going down now for Hunter, who's building 2 barracks to reinforce this 3rd command center. Very good play. He's going to be very defensive here. He wants to go for that economic cheese, where we've got Bones right now going for a robo facility. So he's going to probably power up some extra gateways and hit some kind of timing off that, or he may get a Stargate after this, try something like that. Or he could be going for Colossi. There's a lot of different options here. But, Tebow, you're kind of the expert, so why don't you tell me, what do you expect from these players?
Oh god.
Ha!
Puts me on the spot. Here we
It
go.
does.
Nah. Well, I'm a Zerg player, so I don't see too much TVP. But, knowing Bones and his style of play, he loves going to the late game, and that's where he's most comfortable. So we're definitely, well, in my opinion, we're going to see him go for a Colossus, probably mixed with Storm.
And it's interesting that you say that, because Hunter said exactly the same thing. He's like, this guy is the defensive bully. If he was a bully on the school playground, he says that Bones would be the guy who says, I'm going to take your lunch money, and stands in the doorway and won't let you leave. He's not going to beat you up or, give you a wedgie or throw your head in the swirly or anything like that. He's just going to stand in the doorway, and you're going to have to brush up against him, and then he's just going to push you, and he's going to continue pushing you until you do what he wants. So, that's basically what we've seen out of Bones 3 weeks in a row now.
Well, that would definitely explain why Hunter is so ballsy and going a quick third seat command center, knowing Bones' play. So,
Yeah, Josh is actually like a Grandmasters player on SEA, so this should end up being a pretty good game.
all right, on.
Yeah.
So is this just another account of his then? Or?
This is, I think he actually just made this account to cast, to be honest with you.
So who is he on SCA?
Uh, I think it's IXL Hunter as well on SEA, but don't quote me on that. You'd have to ask him.
Gotcha.
He's the leader of Ninth Legion, though, which is one of the big Australia teams.
Okay.
There's that Robo Bay.
Called it.
Yep. Double upgrades
so-
coming out as well. So Bones being super aggressive, or super greedy rather, because you can, as a Protoss player, you can do the one forge. It's a lot safer. You can get a lot more units because you're not spending that gas elsewhere. This says, yo, I want to play the super late game. Are you gonna let me?
Yeah, we should definitely see another third. I know exactly what build he's doing now. He's gonna take a third and then get up to tech up to Templars and whatnot as well, while doing double upgrades. It's really, really greedy build, but if you can get away with it, you are so in good shape.
Yeah, absolutely. I just realized something. Was not supposed to have that skin on. That's for a different project I'm working on. Okay, so that probably looks a lot better to you guys. Sorry about that. Anyways, we do have that third basically going down now for our Protoss player. And accordingly, we have a little push out here for RunAmok. We'll see, whether he commits to this or tries to overextend. That's something we've seen a lot tonight, is players overextending against their opponents and throwing away small leads.
Yeah, well, I actually missed game, what was it, 5, where we went up 3-2, so I had to go pick up the wifey.
Well,
so.
you actually missed 2 games there. Game 5 was super interesting because you guys were 2-2, right? And Craft actually forgot to build a Phoenix, and your Terran floated all his buildings to the side of the map and drawed it. So we had to rematch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah! Dude, it's been an epic night!
Wow.
Yeah, and that's how you guys went up 3-2. He was about to lose that. If Jesus had built a Phoenix, it would have been game over.
That's crazy.
Literally, that whole, that 2-game series for game 5 could have been 1 game if a Phoenix had been built. With a completely different result. Jesus was cussing himself. Oh my god, RunAmok making a little bit of a mistake here. He's got an SCV that has been idle for quite some time.
Oh, that's a mistake I make all the time when I play Terran. You think you right-click on the mineral patch, but you
He's
don't.
doing it on the other mineral line too. He's a little off his game tonight. Wow. Dude, Shift Q is very important.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, luckily I don't have to worry about that as Zerg. All my units just die when I build shit. So.
That's actually why I chose Zerg. No lie. it literally, because my units die when I build stuff. I don't have to worry about Shift Q. Because I made this decision back in Brood War and just stuck with it. And I liked the fact that I didn't have to worry about always having something building in Q. The larva mechanism appealed to me.
I don't know what it was. When I first, I played all races in Brood War, but...
Oh, a little drop going on here as he's
yeah.
pushing out. That's going to spread his opponent out. We'll see how Bones actually deals with this. Really intercepting that drop before anything's even done. He's going to lose that medevac with only 1 Marine dropped. Wow, super bad there by Hunter. And losing the push-up as well. Dude, that bully in the doorway is totally working right now.
But there was a pretty good draft over at the third, though.
Yeah.
Buying some mining time, so... It paid off in the end, I suppose.
It did, but did it pay off enough? Because he lost a huge amount of supply there. He's actually behind 8 supply where he was ahead 15. And when I say that, I'm talking about army supply.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? No, but the thing is, Miles or Bones probably won't push out until near max, just because that's the type of player he is. Like, he could have just wiped out your entire army, but he'll still not counterattack, knowing he could win the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the way he is. So
I
whatever.
I got you. You didn't mind the long game. I like that though. That's one of the things I like about being a Zerg player, actually. So is that, well, in Wings of Liberty at least you were always a defensive scenario. But I really like this position from both of these players. I think this is turning into a super long game. However, I'm feeling it. Miles is far ahead.
Um, Tech-wise, he has everything that he wants, yes. But I mean, he is going to be behind economically here in a second as
Yeah,
soon as his
fourth
fourth
base.
command center drops.
That's very true as well. He does scout it though very quickly.
Yeah, this might cause him to push out after his 3-3 is done in another 70 seconds, so another chrono on that, and he'll probably head out.
So how's everything going on the Academy? And what's your opinion on the fact that the Academy is doing better than the regular A squad?
Yeah, we keep tabs on our results compared to theirs, and we're quite proud that, you know, we're doing better than our pro team. um, the funny thing is, we actually play them here on Mondays.
Yes, and I'm actually casting that.
So what we are hoping is, you know, we'll win, of course, and, you know, we'll become the new pro team, because why would you want the pro team when the Academy beat them? You know? Like,
Yeah. That is very interesting. I've actually been asking for the high stakes matches. Like this time, you guys were rank 1 and rank 2, and I was pointing out the fact that Extraterrestrials was hoping for an all kill, because you guys were at 20 points, they were at 16. Both of you were undefeated. So not only was this a tiebreaker, but in the case of a tie later on, for tie breaking, we use total wins minus total losses. So the best case scenario for Extraterrestrials would have been an all-kill scenario, which would have only tied them with you guys.
okay.
And that was like a huge theme. And then the theme, of course, of Monday night is going to be, well, can the students kill the masters?
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
It is, dude.
All you're gonna see is just a whole bunch of meta
Well,
games.
watch our cast this time. Like, actually listen to the audio and let us know. What'd you think of the custom... Oh, hold on that thought. We've actually got Colossi engaging here on Bioball Infantry. Nice storms here on the Vikings. Vikings, of course, there to intercept the Colossi. If Colossi go down, the Terran will be at a huge advantage. But the Vikings have to stay alive long enough to do it. He's actually evaded the storms very well, targeting down these Colossi. He's got 2 Colossi down, very low HP. There's 3 other Colossi, actually really low Colossi. Health on a third one. There's 2 Colossi really left unbruised, but the Protoss actually pushing the Terran back. Most of the Bioball is gone, and so are the Vikings. There's a nice little follow-up here by Miles. Do you think Bones will continue this attack, or is he going to fall back and rely on his laurels?
I think he's actually definitely going to continue this attack this time, now that he has a 4th base up. I mean, he doesn't actually have any Templar, but he's going to try to push this advantage that he has, because he knows his opponent doesn't have many Vikings.
Gotcha. Wow, this actually looks like it's going to be the end of Josh. These Colossi Archon composition going ahead, wrecking ball through. So while Miles goes ahead and finishes this up, actually he's falling back now. What? Wow. Do you think he's just toying with his opponent now, or...
He likes to guarantee wins. He's like,
I see. That's smart. That's the way you should play, man. That's the signs of a player who's really going to become someone one day. Like, that's how innovation plays. That's how all the greats play. Flash, Bomber... Well, not Bomber, but... Anyway. Yellow. Yeah.
wow, we have 3 Stargates here.
Well, I have to ask, since you weren't listening to the audio, you were only watching the visuals, what did you at least think of the user interface I designed?
Shit, I wasn't even paying attention to that, to be honest. I was just paying attention to the game.
I see. Wow. Burn, dude. Burn.
I'm sure it was nice.
I'm gonna send it to you after this game and get your opinions on air, right on the spot. All right.
It's horrible. Honestly, what I'd like to see from Miles or Bones would be to use a War Prism to split up the Terran army. That's what I'd like. But he's not that aggressive, so.
Yeah, it's well, the upgrades here are definitely favoring RunAmok. I mean, if he can get to the 200-200 supply for both armies again, he may actually.
We're gonna see Tempests, triple Tempests. I know it.
Yeah, that's true. Shields, man, shields.
Yep,
Those are
there
on
it
the
is.
way.
Triple Tempest. But I mean, that's a lot of Vikings.
So, where do the Tempests come into this?
Well, they're gonna have to. The Vikings are gonna have to aim for them. So it's gonna be either the Vikings focus on the Colossi or the Tempest. Either
Well,
way, something is going to die. So,
wouldn't it be
hopefully-
better to target the Colossi?
That's what I think, and that's what I was about to say. Hopefully, he'll target the Colossi because otherwise, his ground army is just gonna melt.
Right.
So,
And that's really the backbone of this composition here.
yep.
Well, here goes Josh. I feel like this is an overextension. He's got less supply than his opponent, yet he's attacking into them, or at least taking an aggressive position.
Bone sees all the Vikings, so.
A little harassment here at the 5th base of Hunter. It is turning into a planetary fortress, though, so that won't last for very much longer.
Yeah, but look how much damage those do to. Oh my god.
That is ridiculous.
They're so good.
Well, it's because of all the upgrades. I mean, the planetary fortress doesn't have any upgrades.
They do 22 damage.
Yeah.
So good.
But there are always SCVs.
Damn.
SCVs are much better than Protoss shields, I promise.
The only thing that I really want for Zerg, especially against Protoss.
I
is
want
something-
Ultralisks to have a charge underneath the ground. Whatever happened to that?
I mean, that was a cool idea, but I mean, for them to pop up in the middle of a Terran bio ball.
Exactly! It would really make Widow Mines a lot less effective.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, pretty good
The
storms there in
launches
the...
would just melt.
Yeah, pretty good storms there for a Protoss player. But it's really coming down to all this harassment here at the 4th base. These Stalkers just in a position to zone out these SCVs.
Oh,
Wow.
nukes. So many nukes.
on all the production facilities of Bones. I think Josh is strolling here.
God.
Oh my god. But we actually have an observer here on the Ghost, so the nukes are still going to
Only one
land.
nuke went off.
But it only hurts shields.
Yeah, only one nuke went off.
That's
That was-
epic. Well, I think the Ghost kind of got pushed like away and ran away rather than casting the snipe, and if they didn't run, they died.
Thank God.
Yeah, mutually
I can't see my
assured
teammate lose here.
Could you just imagine all that production dying, though? That would literally be a game changer.
That would definitely hurt. But I mean, I don't know how the Terran's supposed to attack into this army that
Yeah,
Bones has anyways.
and it's 200-200 for either player,
And look at
so...
the bank, so...
Yeah, you're right. Josh is in a rough position, man. If the Terran can get back into this, how does he do it?
Well, doing what he's doing right now, honestly, just avoiding the army and taking out bases the best he can.
Those
But
really
he's
guerrilla
already up.
tactics, huh?
Yeah, like these defensive nukes to keep the army back, that's
Yeah.
really smart. Oh,
Absolutely.
he might even... Nah,
That's-
that would have been nice if we got all those probes.
And there goes the nuke. We have a little bit of fallout. No problemo.
Actually, we
And
have...
there's some
Uh-oh.
lag. Don't know who that was exactly. Might have been me.
A lot of zealots doing a lot of damage up here in the natural.
Dude, Zealot OP, Zealot OP.
Oh, we have that annoying stalker harass up here in Hunter's base
Dude,
again.
this is genius right here because it basically makes it so the SCVs cannot mine. Of course, he doesn't. He can't engage that planetary fortress with just 4 stalkers, but he can very cost-effectively make this a null base.
Yep, and he does this all the time. So
Is this a
annoying.
very standard thing for him, huh?
Yeah,
I wonder why more Protoss don't try stuff like that. Ooh, Nuke actually dying. Oh, no, it actually was able to finish. Zealot did not finish it off. You were answering?
Why don't Protoss do this? I'll be biased and say a lot of Protoss don't multitask, so...
Ah, gotcha.
These DTs could be killing a lot of SCVs instead. There we go.
Wow, dude, look at the kills on that Dark Templar. 5. About to be 6. Oh, he's attacking the planetary, and scan goes down, but a little bit of miss micro there. But it's still going to kill it. Ouchies!
Oh, here we go again. Stalkers on the right side now.
Dude, Bones plays just such a defensive long game style. I
Oh,
love
not paying
this.
attention? There you go. So effective. Oh my god, it's so annoying.
So what does he do in the whole map mines out? Like, because this is quickly where this is going.
He makes a lot of tempests and a lot of cannons and just sits.
Talk to me about Tempest, man, because at my level, people are like, ooh, Tempest bad.
I mean, if he gets all these cannons up and you can just sit on top of them, what are you gonna do?
Fair enough.
He's like, I can attack you, but you can't attack me. Oh, a sneaky nuke here. Let's see if it hits anything.
Not so much. These nukes are well intentioned, but not so well executed. And he actually didn't cancel that. That is terrible.
Well, even if you cancel it, you still lose the nuke.
I did not know that.
That's why you just let it go anyway.
Ah. That sucks. You should be able to cancel without losing a nuke.
Well, I mean, the nuke flies into the air when you launch it, right? So, I mean,
That
for it
makes
to
sense.
just come back calmly and go back into the missile silo, I don't think that's legit.
Okay, okay. That's logical. Damn logic ruling video games. Since when does that happen?
Not too often, because they're not giving Zergs any buffs.
I definitely agree with that statement, sir. Zerg needs something, man. We need something. What do you think would put Zerg back on the map?
I'm not sure. Like I was gonna say, we need something that counters Storm.
I actually don't have any issues with Protoss. It's Terran and Zerg that give me issues.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say there's a balance issue in mirror matches.
Sure, you can say it. It's going to be hard to prove it, though.
Zerg, you're so fucking imbalanced. Oh, nice storms. Oh, see, this is Tempest right here. Look at that. Oh, what?
Oh, wow.
What?
That's some pretty epic sauce right there, dude.
Oh,
And-
but these
ooh.
PDDs are doing a lot of work.
And it looks like this nuke may actually hit some these Tempests.
Oh, no,
Nope.
run. Oh.
Just a couple zealots.
Oh, wow, look at the banks and look at the supply.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure at this point that Bones has won the game. GG, well played. Wow. Bones.
Hunter just got boned.
Indeed. But yeah, man, that just shows the benefit of being a passive player and letting your opponent make mistakes, letting your opponent overextend. I think that was an awesome game right there. Tebow, I thank you for joining us, man. Is there anything you want to say to the audience before we head out?
Well, guys, hopefully you watched our clan war, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks to Shaft and RunAmok for casting it, giving us some highlights, I guess. So thank you all for tuning in. Definitely check out our Twitters. I won't give all our individual ones, but definitely check out at clarity_gaming. And from there you can find the rest of us. So check that out. Check out our website at www.claritygaming.com. And that's all. Thank you very much.
And guys, this is Shaft signing out. Thank you as always for being awesome. Bye bye.